nature of reality. The nature of reality for Raquel Toombs. Hello, Raquel. Okay, so the nature of reality, of the density arrays of dimensions and densities themselves. Let's first explain that density is not the same as a dimension. A dimension is a dimension of layers infiltrated into a multi-dimensional dimension within a reality. In any one of a third dimensional reality, you would have three dimensions, one of time, three dimensions of one of height, depth, width. So that is the third dimensional reality. We are in the fourth dimension, so we have one there of time as well, and the time is constantly constantly moving along. To understand time is to understand the reality and the way the realities move. In my perspective, I mean, nothing would ever really move without time. So you'd have your three-dimensional reality, and then your one of time, which is actually your fourth dimension, crossing over to one another's, and into your fourth dimensional reality. I'm fairly sure we've got parallel realities crisscrossing over one another. So if we were to be seeing a different reality apart from this reality, it would be infiltration of a different density coming into this reality. If you were more of the vibration of the next dimension density, then you would see more of that in your life. So if you would want to ground yourself more to this reality, then perhaps you wouldn't always see these other realities. So if we are imagining everything as, say, a bubble within another bubble and another bubble and another bubble on to infinity, then that again would be, in essence, seeing all realities at once. When it comes to the reality in the third dimension, or the fourth dimensional reality, which we were in, we're now in the fifth dimension. We can actually attract any dimension, any part of the reality that we would like to. So what I'm seeing is we're all a bubble of frequencies, and we're attracting our parallel bubble, infinite parallel bubbles, to which we're more resonation of. So we're attracting the parallel selves of everything within these single bubbles or auras of our consciousnesses we have around the planet. Its aura, and that itself would be moving through time, through into these parallel realities of time. And that's why it is so important to change the vibrational frequency of the Earth at this time. So we shift, and we're nudging ourselves into a positive state of frequency, so we don't go down that route of the negativeness, of the negative realities, which does actually exist in this now moment. And remembering that everybody out here is actually a multi-dimensional master of themselves, because within everybody holds all of dimensions, holds all of the answers to everything. And they say that it's in our DNA, but I'm not doing it through the DNA, I'm doing it through my soul. My DNA on my body is pretty knackered, and coming into the dimensions of the fourth dimension has activated something more closely represented to the dimension of the soul. So to have your body go through these changes, I don't see much change within my body. It's more of a consciousness thing that's happening, an expansion of consciousness, expansion of an awareness of who we are, an expansion of the infiniteness of how many lives we've lived before and how many lives we've lived in the future. You can basically be or connect to any one of these lifetimes and attract to yourself that which you're more represented of frequency to look at the parallel realities and then the fractional infinity of this is pretty mind-boggling. But if you can get past the stage of just we're here on this one level, then it's not at all that mind-boggling, it's actually fairly simple. That's my way of looking at the realities and the densities and the dimensions of which we're all in, and we are all gods in our own rights, and we're all creators of our own realities, and we're shifting all of the time. So happy shifting and happy transcending into different reality. Goodbye for now.